What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the Justin Hawksmith channel. So today I am going to be making a video showing you all how exactly I am doing the PMF coilover buckets that do like the coilover conversion right here on the frame. Let me go and show you. So pretty much I'll be showing and explaining how to get your frame like this and get these coil buckets off of here. And this will work like even if you're not swapping over to coilovers, like if these are rusted. I've seen these rusted really bad on trucks. Like this one was pretty bad rusted. And sometimes people just replace these on like old rusty trucks. So this will help you either way. And of course I've already got both of them off, but I'm still going to go over it pretty detailed exactly how I done it and what all I went through. And then I'm going to show you how to get the rivets completely out of the frame and get that prepped for, we're going to be doing some Raptor lining on the frame. So I'm going to do Raptor liner all the way from here all the way back, and then we're going to do the rest of the frame later on. And then of course we're going to do the back side as well. But today we're just going to be showing you how I removed these coil buckets and what all tools I used. So let me go to the other side. So what's holding these buckets on are these factory Ford rivets, and they are pretty long, and there's a mushroom on each side, on the back and on the front. So pretty much it looks like this right here. So you've got that mushroom holding it on. I don't have a picture of what it used to look like, but there's literally 7 of these little mushroom heads. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then there's 2 on the bottom, and these are the pains. These are what is pretty hard to actually get to and actually get cut off. And then of course, once you've got that ripped off, it's going to be that piece right there, and that is going to be in there, which I will show you here in just a second. But as you can already see, I pretty much just took a cutoff wheel on an angle grinder, and I cut 1 slice straight up and down, and then 1 slice this way. Right here's a good example. This one was the first one that I done, so I was kind of going wild with it, and I really didn't know what it needed to actually come off. But this was the second one that I done. This only took me about 45 minutes to an hour to get off. This one took me 3 hours to get off. A little bit over 2.5 hours to get off on the first one. So this one, pretty much literally just straight and straight, just make a cross in this rivet and make sure that you go all the way down. You don't have to worry about going all the way through this. You're not gonna hurt the frame or nothing. But literally just take the cutoff wheel all the way through there until you see lines on both sides and right straight through the rivet, and then you know that you have made it all the way through the rivet. And then after you have cut the cross in this rivet right here on the bucket, cut all 7 of them right in half, and they're still going to be on there. So then what I've done is I have a DeWalt, it's like an air hammer, miniature jackhammer, whatever. You can use an air chisel, anything will work. But then I have this pointy attachment on here. I don't know if it'll even focus, but I put that on there. And this, once it has pressure on it, it will obviously drive the rivets out. So that works just like a miniature jackhammer, and same thing as an air chisel. I think an air chisel might actually work a little bit better. So pretty much you just want to get all those cut down to crosses, and then you're gonna break the heads of them off, like the 4 little pieces. You're gonna, after you cut the slice in it, you're gonna break the 4 little pieces off, and then it's just gonna be, the coil spring bucket, except it'll be on there. And then you wanna do the same thing to the bottoms, and then you wanna drive your air chisel in through here and in through here and kind of press that bucket, the coil bucket, off of the frame. So again, just drive your air chisel back in behind it on each side after you get those heads cut off. And then I took that jackhammer and just went like around and around and around on the edges just to kind of make it even looser. If you have an air chisel that's strong enough to actually beat those rivets out, obviously that would be easiest. But the jackhammer I was using didn't really want to push those all the way out until I got them completely grinded down flush with the frame. So after you've got the coil spring bucket off, then you're gonna wanna get off the old rivets, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to do that right now. So pretty much you just want to take a flat disc on an angle grinder and ground this down smooth, and then I'm gonna show you how to use the jackhammer or air chisel and how easy this is. So now that we've got that ground down all the way flush, you can just barely see it. Right here you can kind of see the circle outline. Then you just want to take your jackhammer and put it right in the center of that circle. And see, so right there you can kind of see that circle. Let me zoom in on it a little bit. So now that you can kind of see the circle, that means that it moved and drove out some, and then you just want to hit on it one more time and it should come all the way out. Right there. Piece of cake. So obviously I'm gonna do that to all of them and then ground this frame right down to bare metal and spray the Raptor liner on it. It's a hardening bed liner. It's gonna look super good. Or I may actually paint it a gloss black. Not sure which one I'm gonna do. Most likely I'll do the Raptor liner, but there will be a video on that, so make sure that you stay tuned. And as soon as I get both sides of the frame prepped and I get my coil spring or the coilover buckets back from powder coat, I will be doing a video on installing those as well. So thanks for watching, and I hope this answers everybody's questions on how exactly we done that. And there's still gonna be a video installing the new PMF HD coilover conversion buckets that the coilovers just bolt right into, and they actually set the coilover higher up in the fender well to where you can run a longer travel coilover and have the most travel in your suspension and stuff like that. If you all like this video, please click that subscribe button down below and hit me with a thumbs up on this video. But that's gonna be all for today's video. Always remember, everybody starts out as a nobody, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.